August that something was going to get done.
Yeah.
We're all on the same boat there?
I thought that there was simply no shot that we come in for our first show of Real Cup Reborn and that he is unsigned. I thought there was no possibility of that happening. That's how I felt.
And then what, about 3 weeks ago, he kind of dropped the first hint that I'm going to take my time. And then obviously Elliot and Kyle with their 32 Thoughts caught up to him last week. And then he really put the message out that nothing's going to happen for the next little while.
Just kind of... So he just wants to see how things are going to go. He just wants a sec to... Where are we at here? Take stock of things, see what the team looks like, what the team's going to do.
I just think that's a load of crap. I do.
You do? I don't.
Listen, I'm not saying that I'm not suggesting that he's full of crap. Like, I'm not suggesting that. What I'm suggesting is that what is it that he needs to see? What is it that's going to happen? What is that message that is crystal clear where he definitively says, okay, now I know. What is it for you?
Well, the biggest thing for McDavid is winning. He has won many Hart trophies now. I think 3 and Lindsay's, and they've won, they've been to the finals, they all-star teams.
That's winning.
I know, but he hasn't won the Stanley Cup. And so he wants to know that he has a chance to win the Stanley Cup.
But he does. He does. He's done it for 2 years in a row.
This year he does, for sure.
He did it last year. He had a chance to win it last year, and he had a chance to win it the year before.
Sure. But who are the young guys in that lineup who are going to push them over the hump in the coming years?
So what you're telling me now, then, is if he wins the Stanley Cup, he resigns, and if he doesn't, he leaves. That's what's going to happen?
No.
Okay, then we're back to square one.
Yeah.
What is it that he needs to see?
I think they need some influx of other players, a couple of guys that make him go, we've got a core. It's not just me and Leon.
Okay, so when does he see that? November, December, February, like what? Hyman's still on a 35, 40 goals pace, 50 goal pace.
Older,
but they've done it for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Just assume that Hyman's going to be great again and Leon's going to be great again. And so where are you? What do you need?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's...
Answer it. What does he need?
I have been asking these very questions since the first Hockey Canada presser where he came out and was kind of wishy-washy with Sam Reinhart sitting beside him being like, oh, this is kind of my fault. But there's no negotiation involved. That's what I keep coming back to.
100%. Edmonton's like, tell us.
It's like, whatever you're willing to put pen to paper for, we will do it. So it's not money. And even Bowman said that himself. It's not about money. And
it's going to be a feeling.
He said,
be a feeling.
I mean, he said to Elliot and to Kyle that, we have everybody here. I mean, he's not going to be like, yeah, we need a goalie. Stu Skinner's no good. Like, he's not going to say that in a public forum or whatever. But the goalie sticks out there.
Yep, that's a great one.
That's, to me, where you're going into this season with Stu Skinner, and it's Stu Skinner and Pickard still, right? That's the pairing, last I checked.
Last I checked. Got some checking here.
I do think that's probably not going to change, but that's something he's looking at. Like, are they good enough to win with him? Like, I'm coming up with reasons. You're looking at me funny, Kipper, but I don't know.
I am looking at you funny.
I have no idea what it is.
So
hold on, though. No. Let me turn the shot. Where are you driving? Because your point is that there's nothing that's going to satisfy him.
I don't see an answer for the method to where he's going right now.
I don't see an answer at all.
I think if he signed today or tomorrow a 2 or 3 year deal, I would look at him and I'd say, what was that all about? What did that accomplish? What did that, like, why did you put everybody on eggshells, walking on eggshells for your fans, your corporate people, your boss? Like what? Like what is that exercise for? That I'm going to just take my time and to see what? What do you need to see? So, okay, goalie. So, Skinner, Pickard go to what? Christmas, January, February, they're still a top team in the Western Conference. They still look like they can challenge for a Stanley Cup. So you're okay, you're not okay, you sign, you don't sign.
But if they trade for a great young goalie, is that then he's like, all right,
Let's
now
just say
I'm
they
in?
trade for Saros.
Yeah.
Now you're going to sign? Is that it? So, like, hey, okay, all right.
No.
So is that the answer?
So I think,
trade for a goalie and I sign. Don't trade for a goalie, I don't sign.
here's what I think. I think if you watch the NBA for years, you see LeBron James sign one-year contracts over the prime of his career. He's made a ton of money. It's not about that. It's saying to the organization every year, the pressure is on you to keep us a contender. And so I think McDavid's going to sign a 2-year
LeBron
contract.
left
He did.
Cleveland because he couldn't win there.
Yes.
And he left early.
And he's letting all these, and just like McDavid here, it's, I
Okay,
want you to know,
so he is
we
LeBron.
need to be contenders for me
So
to be here.
he
2-year contract.
He's if he follows LeBron, he needs to leave Edmonton
Not if
to
they're
go to
competitive.
Miami,
Not if they can win.
to go to Miami and win.
Sure. I mean, yeah, and then he went back to
They
Cleveland.
are
where-
competitive. They just can't. They just have. They're 0 for 2 in the final. That's
Yeah.
all.
And I think
They
he
already
recognizes
are
that right now.
competitive.
He recognizes that right now they are.
Skinner has proved that they are competitive for a Stanley Cup. They just cannot get over the hump.
Why would he lock in for 7 years, not knowing what it's going to look like?
Why would he
make that
lock in
commitment?
for 1 if he doesn't feel like this group is going to win him a Stanley
Well, I think
Cup?
that's what's happening. It's let's see if we're competitive, I'll be here. If we're not, I won't.
Let me play. Like, is there any way that he's doing this to like
Push
I'm not
management.
keep him on their toes, being like, don't take me for granted here. Like,
Maybe he doesn't.
pushing this a little further, having people talk about it more, people being more concerned about it.
What
Like,
about other factors here?
He doesn't like to generate noise for noise sake, though.
I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
Maybe
he's willing to talk about it
maybe
every
he just
chance he
doesn't
gets
want to
asked.
spend his whole career in Edmonton.
I think that's possible
Okay?
too.
Like when you talk about free agents, there's a long laundry list of the pros and cons of re-signing somewhere else or leaving somewhere to go
Yeah, it's just
somewhere else. Maybe he's
that's
just.
Canada in general, though. We're gonna struggle a little bit here as Canadians.
So
Like,
is he?
Taxes are higher,
Could
and
he possibly
players know it.
mask this thing about how important it is to look at a roster, a team, and feel comfortable about winning Stanley Cups? And could he just be masking that towards? I just don't want to spend my whole career in Edmonton.
Yes.
Can I ask you something? Is that what you think?
I think it's
One
it's-
of the
it's
possibilities.
one of the possibilities, 100%. Yeah. Maybe just feels like, you know what? I spent my whole career here, and I think I get I don't get the credit I deserve on the bigger scale of some of the best athletes out there today in this world.